Once upon a time in the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, there was an ultra-glamorous German actress named Annette Schwarz. Annette had taken the film industry by storm with her captivating beauty and unparalleled acting skills. At the tender age of 27, she had already won more awards than anyone could count and had a fan base that spanned the globe. However, the curious thing about Annette was that she had decided to retire from the spotlight at the peak of her career. The news of her retirement spread like wildfire, leaving her devoted fans and the media in a frenzy. Why would such a successful young star walk away from the glamour and fortune of Tinseltown? Speculation was rife. Some said she was secretly marrying a billionaire, while others whispered that she was starting her own line of designer hot dog stands. In reality, Annette had a very different plan. You see, Annette had a secret passion that she had been nurturing since childhood. She was a die-hard fan of competitive llama grooming. Yes, you heard it right, llama grooming. Her heart had always been with the fluffy, majestic creatures of the Andes, and she had a particular fondness for their hairstyles. So one fine day, Annette bought a picturesque llama farm in the lush countryside of Germany and traded in her red carpet gowns for overalls and a pair of sturdy boots. She decided to dedicate the rest of her life to the art of making llamas look fabulous. Her farm, Schwarz Llama Spa and Salon, quickly became the talk of the town. Now, the world of competitive llama grooming is not as glitzy as the silver screen, but it's a place where true talent shines. Annette's unique approach to grooming, which she named Hollywood Highlander, was a fusion of her glamorous past and her newfound love. She would lovingly trim the llama fur into shapes that resembled famous movie stars, from the majestic locks of a llama Harry Potter to the sleek style of a Labrador swan. Her llamas strutted into competitions with confidence, their coats gleaming with organic alpaca oil, hair products, and their hooves painted with non-toxic, vegan nail polish. The judges were baffled and amazed by her creations, often finding themselves chuckling at the sight of a llama that looked like it had just stepped out of a Hollywood movie premiere. Word of Annette's llama grooming prowess spread, and soon enough her farm became a destination for the rich and famous, who all wanted their pet llamas to be groomed by the legend herself. Stars like George Clooney, Lady Gaga, and even the Queen of England sent their beloved animals to Annette for a touch of stardust. But what really made Annette's farm stand out were the grooming competitions she hosted. Celebrities and llama enthusiasts alike would gather from far and wide to see who could transform their llama into the most fabulous creature of all. It was a spectacle to behold, a mix of Hollywood glamour and barnyard charm. Annette's most memorable competition was when she challenged herself to give a llama a haircut that mirrored the iconic look of her favourite singer, David Bowie. The crowd held their breath as she sculpted the llama's fur into a Ziggy Stardust masterpiece. When she was done, the llama looked so fabulous that it was hard to tell if it was an animal or a rock star. The crowd erupted in cheers, and even the llama seemed to enjoy the applause, prancing around as if it were on a catwalk. And so Annette Schwarz, the once famous Hollywood star, became the queen of llama grooming. Her life was filled with the gentle humming of contented llamas, the sweet smell of alfalfa, and the joy of bringing a bit of her glamour to the animal kingdom. In the end, Annette's tale served as a hilarious reminder that sometimes the most unexpected twists in our lives can lead us to the most fulfilling and joyous paths. Once upon a time in the dazzling world of Hollywood, there lived a stunning German actress named Annette Schwarz. She took the film industry by storm with her mesmerising beauty and extraordinary talent. By the age of 27, Annette had already swept up more awards than anyone could keep track of, and her fans adored her from every corner of the globe. But, to everyone's surprise, Annette decided to retire right at the peak of her fame. The announcement sent shockwaves through her devoted followers and the media. Why would such a young, successful star walk away from all that glitz and fortune? Rumours flew. Some claimed she was secretly marrying a billionaire, while others insisted she was launching a designer hot dog stand empire. The truth, however, was far more unexpected. Since childhood, Annette had been obsessed with a rather unusual passion: competitive llama grooming. That's right, llama grooming. Her heart belonged to the fluffy, majestic creatures of the Andes, and she'd always been fascinated by their wild hairdos. One day, Annette bought a charming llama farm in the lush German countryside. She traded in her glamorous red carpet gowns for overalls and sturdy boots, ready to devote herself to making llamas look fabulous. Her farm, Schwarz Llama Spa and Salon, quickly became the talk of the town. The world of competitive llama grooming might not have the sparkle of the silver screen, but it's where real creativity shines. Annette brought her own brand of flair to the scene, inventing a grooming style she called Hollywood Highlander. She'd carefully trim each llama's fur into shapes inspired by famous movie stars, from the tousled locks of Llama Harry Potter to the sleek elegance of Llama Brador Swan. Her llamas strutted into competitions with glossy coats, thanks to organic alpaca oil, and their hooves sported non-toxic vegan nail polish. Judges were left both baffled and delighted by her whimsical creations, often bursting into laughter at the sight of a llama that looked ready for a movie premiere. Word of Annette's talents spread fast. Before long, celebrities and royalty alike wanted their pet llamas to experience her magical touch. George Clooney, Lady Gaga, even the Queen of England sent their beloved animals to Annette for a bit of stardust. But what truly set Annette's farm apart were the grooming competitions she hosted. Stars and llama lovers from all over gathered to see who could transform their llama into the most fabulous creature of all. These events blended Hollywood glamour with barnyard charm, creating an unforgettable spectacle. Annette's most legendary moment came when she challenged herself to give a llama a haircut, inspired by her favourite singer, David Bowie. The crowd watched in anticipation as she sculpted the fur into a Ziggy Stardust masterpiece. When she finished, the llama looked so dazzling, it was hard to tell if it was an animal or a rock star. The audience erupted into cheers, and even the llama seemed to bask in the applause, strutting around like it owned the runway. Thus, Annette Schwarz, once a Hollywood sensation, became the undisputed queen of llama grooming. Her days were filled with the gentle humming of happy llamas, the sweet scent of alfalfa, and the joy of bringing a touch of glamour to the animal kingdom. In the end, Annette's story became a hilarious reminder that sometimes life's most unexpected twists lead us to true happiness and fulfillment.